Chapter 6 of your textbook, Assistive Technology for Positioning and Mobility. You go over orthopedic impairments, usually referred to as a physical disability, and refers to a large number of students who have different characteristics. Commonalities of students who fall into this category are orthopedic and neuromotor impairments, which affects student performance, need for pervasive support to access the curriculum, need for AT, assistive technology, for student success in general education, in the general education classroom. Positioning for access to the general education curriculum. AT for positioning can mean anything from table height adjustment to wheelchairs. When deciding what is best for the student's needs, a physical therapist or an occupational therapist should be considered. It is of the utmost importance to position students so they feel a part of the class. So like we're talking inclusion, right? So they can actually have social engagement. Alignment. It's important to make sure that the student has proper alignment of the head, neck, and trunk for positioning. Proper alignment ensures good posture and muscle tone, as well as a proper blood flow throughout the body. Adaptive equipment should allow students to be able to socialize with the class in a normal setting. The assistive technology should not interfere as much as possible with the student's environment and involvement with classmates. So you try to make it as intrusive, as least intrusive as possible. Assignment technology for mobility. Technology that allows a student to direct and move themselves expands the opportunity for students to interact socially, physically, and allows the students to integrate themselves at an earlier age with their environment. Because imagine a child that had no mobility and is stuck in one position in one area of the classroom all day long, right? Compared to putting them into a wheelchair, that would allow them mobility to different areas of the classroom, different areas of the school, etc. Primary goal for the student to gain the mobility needed to provide the best movement, the most independence, and with the most efficiency possible. Also note that the student's position must be changed every 20 minutes. Mobility systems. After the team determines the skill level of mobility of a child, the team will choose the most appropriate AT to enable the student. Manual wheelchairs. They're made of lightweight but durable materials, powered by the student's personal strength. That's why it's manual. There's also X-frame wheelchairs that actually collapse. They fold, or collapsible wheelchairs. Power wheelchairs, battery operated with an electric motor. A joystick controls the direction and speed but of the vehicle. Heavy rubber wheels allow for good traction on all conditions. Your textbook doesn't give any illustrations really, so I've prepared illustrations to go over actual equipment in part 2 of this lecture. Mobility systems. Mobility safety issues. Sometimes manual wheelchairs require assistance in pushing them. Seatbelts may become an issue for some students. They might have to have them, or it might be difficult to use them because of the size of the student. Accessibility of controls for students with power wheelchairs are also a concern because you want them to have the most functional controls within the power system. Wheelchair specifications. In your textbook it goes over a table of specifications. You should just take a little glance at those, and always look at the arm height compared to the floor, because then you'll have an idea of whether the student can actually make it underneath the desk, and the width between the arms. Most wheelchairs meet the standard measurements that's in that table. Assistive technology for students learning. For students with physical disabilities, positioning and mobility are issues that affect access to the curriculum. The IEP team must consider assistive technology for assisting the student to gain access to the curriculum. Also, teaching and learning strategies must be developed to aid the student's academic success. So how we treat them, within mobility, how we actually monopolize on that mobility that they have. Peer acceptance. The use of AT for students with physical disabilities helps to allow the student to interact in a positive way with their peers. This is important in allowing the student to work on the same level in positive ways in the learning environment. Physical management routines. Maintain a proper physical management routine. So that's how you actually treat the student in terms of getting in and out of the chair and transitioning between environments with the mobility device. So maintain proper alignment, relieve stress points, use daily living skills, and participate in class. But there's a more specific routine about physical management as well as transitioning in your textbook. Physical management routine is individualized for each student. Proper positioning. Maintaining proper positioning of the student allows a student to interact in the general education curriculum setting. Using wedges, balls, corner chairs, and mats helps a child in positioning to allow their inclusion in all activities. And then we'll go on to part 2 where I actually show you the devices.